Hi everyone, Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This is the week ending 12/15 of 2024. The stock was WBD, Whiskey Bravo Delta. It happened on Friday the 13th. This is based on a daily climactic setup with an entry on a 1-minute retest and failure sell setup. The management was advanced, reward to risk 1.5 to 1. As usual, before we take a look at that trade, let's take a look what's available free for DTS members. Monday is a bi-weekly scanning night. We do this every other Monday. It's not recorded. It's a fun night. I go through some watch lists. I take your suggestions. Come join us for a fun night, Monday, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. If you're not a free member of DTS, just get over to the homepage and figure out how you can sign up. Thursday will be the last free event for members. It's going to be the summary edition of the Introduction to Mastering Technical Analysis course. A quick word on that. Typically, every seminar cycle, I do the intro class on Friday for 4.5 hours. Recently, I started a new concept of adding a course to the seminar program, which is a one-day summary called Super Saturday. That's a paid-for event. But preceding that, I always do the intro class. This is going to be the summary edition of the intro class. It's on Thursday evening for 90 minutes instead of 4.5 hours. We just crank through the material really quick. I do suggest you attend the full version of this because there's a lot of great information in here. But for this week, it's the summary edition Thursday. So come join us for that. And then, of course, that's followed Saturday by Super Saturday. But that's a paid-for event for seminar program members. Daily chart, WBD. After being up for 2 months, it gapped up and then put on the biggest bar on the chart times 5. So the next day, I'm looking to take this trade. The next day, we gap down a little bit and then a run up to retest that prior high. That was the short area. Daily chart critical for this one. Next chart, the hourly chart, doesn't show you a lot other than note that this is the only chart you're going to see that prior high in there. We run up in this topping tail here. The idea was to short into that prior high as it was fairly exhausted just trying to get back to that high from the prior day. 5-minute chart, you can see we ran up there. I shorted poorly here. I got in early. There was an area that rolled over. I grabbed it. However, stuck with the trade, gave the stop a little extra room, which is appropriate, brought it back down once we had some red in here. You'll see on the next chart what I did with the entry and why it happened that way. In situations like this, it is always better to manage out the trade rather than getting in and out. I can explain why some other time. It's actually part of our seminar program that explains that. And I just held all day. This is just a hands-off hold all day. Somewhere down in here, I got the stop up to here, but that wasn't really relevant. It just bled nicely all day, no reason to touch it. Came back just before close and took the profits on it. All day hold, hands off, walked away after the opening minutes. 1-minute chart, you can see what I did here. We opened down there. We rolled over, and I got short there that first rollover. Entry under 1240, stop over 1260. As it ran back up, I expanded the stop up, ended up putting up to 1270. It rolled over at 1266, brought it back down at some point in here, and it takes off. And the target, of course, is off the chart here because this is a 1-minute chart. 1206 was the target. If you like trades like this, come join us in the DTS Trading Room. Not a hyper scalping room. Things are planned out. Day trading is not scary. I take 2 to 3 trades a day typically. We like to get things done the opening hour. Recent period in the market here, we sometimes are coming back for lunch or hanging around a little bit later in the morning. But generally speaking, we get the job done in an hour or two and just let things play out when appropriate for the rest of the day. You make more money sometimes not sitting there at the screen staring at it if you're a reasonably good trader. Management is everything in trading. If you like videos like this, check out the DTS Free Stuff page where you can find prior Trade of the Week videos and you can also find prior DTS educational events. Until next time, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.